I went to this lab at Harvard the other day to interview Paulino, who's this researcher that's studying wild mosquitoes. So you walk in to the lab, and behind this wall there's a shelf there with like 80 plastic cups and mason jars, and you look closely and turns out he's breeding mosquitoes in his office. So apparently when they're still larvae, these mosquitoes can survive in frozen water. And Paulino collected them from the Amazon rainforest in Brazil. And usually he uses a pipette to suck them up, but when he needs to collect a lot of them, like it's a huge puddle, he just siphons them out. Like he sucks them up through a hose with his mouth. Yum. And yeah, so to transport them back to the lab, he needs to put each larvae in tiny plastic baggies, and you fold the opening down to make it airtight. Like potato chip bags, and then you he put it in his carry-on bag. Like imagine sitting next to this guy on the plane. He's got like 500 mosquitoes in his bag, but hey, he had the right permits, so these mosquitoes had their own passport and all. And so he's been raising these baby mosquitoes to see how they develop, but they're not really growing at all because it's so cold here in Cambridge. So he's been waiting for like half a year. He has these other species anyway that became mature, and he euthanized them, which is to say that he put them in a freezer so that their organs are still all intact so that he could dissect them easily. And can you imagine, here's an insect that most of the world hates, and here's this guy who's in the lab most days and most nights just staring at it under 1,000 times magnification or something and trying to sketch it out, every single leg and fine hair, all what it looks like in detail. And his favorite part is the genitalia. Like, this guy sold it to me. He must have spent hours and hours just looking at every flap and fold of this sexual organ, because he drew out an entire diagram for it, for which you can see he's very proud of. Like, this guy built a paper model. Like, basically he made one of those children's pop-up books, but on mosquito genitalia. Paulino's work is pretty specific on this single species, but it's also pretty broad in that he's just trying to learn everything that he can about it so that maybe it can be applied to disease control or conservation or some other sector in the future. So there's that he does his research for, but I think for the most part he's just really, really deeply intrigued by this creature. So the next time you're wondering what you might be good at or what you could do for the world, just remember that there's this guy who spends most of his hours just looking at mosquito organs every day. And he loves it. He freaking loves it.